created all of them once again, giving us bespoke, just something a little bit different, you know. It's nice sometimes to get like a golden cup or whatever, but something like that framed piece of artwork that just sit on your shelf.
Oh, it's nice. It's really nice to have that.
Right, the Alex once again going to be making an appearance. We go straight in for game one in our losers finals.
We are seeing some pressure straight away from Gaia, as we know the up tilts. So obviously we do know Lucretio has taken that break from Ultimate, right? Can he deal with Steve?
Yeah, I mean, he's keeping his hands warm, and he's someone that is always ready to impress, but unfortunately this time not ready to tech. First stock disappears relatively quick, all things considered. Look how he has to just respect the wall of up tilts that's just forcing him further and further back.
I absolutely love being able to hear two competitors genuinely just having fun with it, like laughing, talking to each other while playing. This is losers finals, and they're just having a great time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, if you're thinking about,
oh no, this is the start of the set.
Oh, and look, it's that optimal. You see, couldn't get over it. I mean, that's one way also to reset the mental. Some people might have shaky hands and need an extra breather, but Gaia was ready to come straight back in. And he's playing like, yeah, may want to slow things down. You know, earth, wind, and fire. All right. You are 0 for 2 on TNT, player. Put that thing away.
There we go. Finally gets back to the stage, avoids every single hit of the Robocopter, and makes it back to the center stage, starts mining to get those resources back, but only turns up stone.
Right, he's really just looking for materials for this next stock now. If he can get any extra damage, so be it. With 60%, definitely. I mean, we saw lose last stock end at around about the same percentage, so any value here, unfortunately forced to use the iron though on a block, but Lou actually going to respect it and just comes swinging over the moment he tries to go for it again, but he's not able to get the conversion into the Robocopter, but better late than never. He is going to send once again off stage, this time no swing.
Lucretio makes it back to that stage, snapping to the ledge, and rides high. Burner boosting his way all the way there.
Gets the snipe. This time that's going to be a bunch of resources used. He gets the reflex in there. We saw it from Achilles, but you know, who doing his own thing, not going to be learning that one, just natural knowledge.
Very, very true. There's the laser ricocheting across the stage, and a quick upbeat from Gaia, just to kind of control a little bit of space and make sure he was covered. It was basically weird. Microspacing upbeat is a thing with Steve.
He's going to put that little stone block in front, bounce back, but Lou just going to put it back in his head and just wing it straight this time.
Brilliant parry will lead into a sword swing.
I cannot believe that worked. Lou looking for an explanation as to why that was a valid option.
Oh my god. Steve is absolutely insane in the right hands, and God knows that Gaia's got 2 of them.
Right, we're going to see the Robocopter. This time the back hit scoops up. Not able to get any pressure on that top platform. And it's just kept at bay by Stone. Rob is a toy at the end of the day, not quite made for destroying stone bricks.
I mean, if you throw it hard enough, maybe. But the walls go back up once more. Every single time they come down, they just instantly get patched straight back up. And there's diamonds right back in Gaia's inventory, ready to use again the moment the time calls for it. But I do believe we're still looking at some diamond implements residing in their hands.
Yeah, I think Lou expected to be able to punish that glider there. He didn't go for that full tilt. But the back air, despite everything, is going to put us at a relatively low percent. This time, though, it's like layers upon layers. Last time Lou was able to just go for that quick tempo change to try and catch Guy off, but this time Guy was ready for it, was able to punish accordingly, waiting for like the know you was ping pong of ideology.
Oh, going for the spike, pushing pretty damn deep. But Lucretio was ready for it and challenged it, going down even deeper.
Spent a lot of resources to get those blocks out. 2 sets of iron spent, and now he's going to have to play defensively. Luckily for him, though, the stone pretty much ideal in the matchup. Z-drop is going to get just a little bit of damage on the Beyblade, but not much coming out since then. Up tilt going to clank. Now we see the F-smash come in. Down smash to meet the air-to-air. The Beyblade once again is able to part the Red Seas and is able to put a stop to the offense.
And it is Minecart coming across that platform. Lucretio throws and tries to intercept the gyro twice, but can't manage it. There we go, finally gets it in hand, and he's experimenting. He's
doing a little bit of labbing on the fly. He's like,
yeah,
what can I get off of this?
Big back airs will be destroying that wall and finds its mark on Gaia. Gaia managed to push in, get 2 hits on the shield, tries to catch a roll, but Lucretio's not biting.
it's also really impressive as well. Some of it might also just be that Steve is just one of those characters that is fine when you're playing cold. Like, what?
Did you hear him shout "die" when he did that?
that's the introduction. You know, Lou is having fun, and you are going to have a fun time even when losing. If this man is yelling during the set.
Yeah, but that's like the best way to enjoy it. I love players that get vocal. I think it's the funniest thing.
He's like, we had Woga yesterday, one of the most animated players, and then Lou, just the spirit of fun and competition.
Yeah. Well, cannot wait to see what gets thrown at the wall next as we progress through Losers Finals.
This was only game 1.
Yeah, it really was.
And now we're gonna see, the question is, are we gonna be going to, we're gonna be keeping the platforms in play, not gonna be going to the FD version just yet.
Rob, Steve!
Rob and Steve, we see Alex in play once again. Looks like we are.
We are indeed. Obviously, we're not going to be seeing a character switch after we have one player on their iconic pick and one on their main beloved.
And all of this just for the chance to run it back against Tigerton. And just look at
That's neutral.
pressure.
That's neutral, baby! Gaia finds his way once again through that neutral with the up tilts and finally finds it. Because this is what I mean. The moment Steve finds one of them, they run with it.
Trying to go for a horizontal one, knowing obviously the Rob is pretty heavy, so he's not going to be able to end the stock off of that. Tries to go for a sort of horizontal carry, but unfortunately for him, you're able to just about slip out of it. F smash goes through the block. He's at least making sure that now Gaia has to put a little bit more space between him and the blocks, lest he eats that big disjoint. Nearly gets sniped out, but just to be able to avoid the back air. Not once, but twice. Make it 3 times 4, but up smash connects on his first attempt.
And landing with the TNT rather than the anvil as the mix-up. It's a high explosive anvil this time. Lucretio with a dash dance, mixing up his directions, and just kind of lets Gaia go to the platform. Lets him take in what just happened.
Yeah. Sometimes, the robot is always downloading, even if we don't see any actions.
Yeah, that is. Grab the gyro in hand, and whoa, hit extension through both Rob and the gyro with that down air.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if the Robocopter comes out. Like we saw, obviously, a spaced F smash capable of taking it down, but this time, he knows, just goes for the up smash, keeps it nice and simple. Bit of a teabag there. Both of them in response. 2 very good teabags on these characters.
Oh, gets sent high. Gaia waiting to capitalize as Lucretio goes to that ledge, goes to the platform, and then lands on the stage, finds the gyro, but then eats a minecart to the face.
All right, get up attack. I kind of forgot that Steve had a get up attack. They've got such a weird looking character model. It's weird to see them even go for it.
Yeah, it's like the actual wake up attack as well. When they're lying on the floor and they get up, they like sit. It's really weird.
Just taking his time. The game's slowing down a little bit there. It's the little stairway to that first platform, and the Beyblade actually going to bounce off for the trade, which allows him to keep up. And he tries to go for the full conversion, but he is going to get popped up over the platform, which allows him to escape from potentially his second stock getting taken.
Oh, using the burner boosting to avoid that anvil is absolutely nuts.
Such a great, just mastery of this character. But eventually we're going to see that side B connect. We're going to see the L this time. Different flavors coming through, almost Neapolitan. And he's going to spend for the fulls iron there to try and get that extension. Obviously that diamond pickaxe as dangerous as they come.
He is 71% on Lucretio, and it's only climbing because every single hit Gaia finds is like a truck. Oh my god.
Talk about hot and cold, how both these players are more than capable of playing it, but Gaia's punish game, especially because he has the diamonds kit in play. Unfortunately though, blocks himself with the stone, so he's not able to get the extension, but he is able to get the punish. Not quite able to get that wall bounce follow-up.
Lucretio with the patented teabag a couple times before heading back in for round 2. But Lucretio, being down by almost the whole stock at this point, needs to find one of these heavy hits and needs to find it now. Oh,
great read on the options, and that set play after set play. Pretty much every answer was the wrong one. The only way to get out is to not take the exam in the first place.
Very, very true. Good down smash on that platform after landing on it with basically no lag. Ricochet from Gaia, and that iron block there just interrupting what could have been a better recovery option.
Right, nice use of the quick throw there. Lou trying to bring in that habanero pace, but unfortunately, it works against him. The guy with a big pop-off. we are going to be kept guessing for every single second of every single game. We're 1-1 at the end of game 2.
We 100% are, and we're going to be heading into game 3 in just a moment to see how this back-to-back absolute... I can't even describe what this set is, but it is insanity.
And it's going to mean that we're going to have to play. You're going to have to just play well for an extended period of time because no one's going to be slipping up. Sephiroth hovered for a second, but definitely not the character that was going to get picked.
3, 2,
Right, here we go. Once more, same characters. Alex versus Rob.
Right, this time we see that horizontal pickup. And there is what he was looking for at the end, that minecart that didn't find any value. This time we at least got to see what he was thinking of. Right, nice catch. Gaia looks so weird in the hands of Steve. It kind of just goes 2D.
Yeah, it looks like it adds to his model rather than the fact that he's holding it. Either way, sends Lucretio flying 75% on the robotic operating buddy already as Gaia takes that platform and uses a chance to get some more materials.
All right, this time we get the back air for the combo ender. It's not going to kill because it is stone, but damage is damage early on here. Burner boosts. Lu gets that big, weak, just wagon ready to fire.
He tries to catch Gaia on those platforms, but isn't able to get the nair, gets the laser out of it as well as a nice snipe, and finds the side B to pop Gaia off the side.
All right, this time the Tonmo just barely gets him out, but that's the cross up on the up air, and he is going to take that first up. 120 flat though. Gold is in play, so we are capable of getting killed there. Rob may be heavy, but the up smash, so dangerous.
Brilliant parry from Gaia. Will not lead to much though, as Lucretio can still keep it forward if you parry a projectile, because it doesn't really do much.
It's so weird, like, the way that Lu's been going for these, where he hasn't really been able to get the extension. This time he gets the drag down, waits to see if maybe a shield is dropped, but Lu, quite rightly, holds on, ready to play patient, not always pressing buttons out of every situation.
Exactly, and sometimes in this game of mashing and swinging and hitting as many buttons as possible, sometimes not hitting buttons is the best button of all.
All right, gets caught jumping, and that's why we saw Kai go for so many buttons when he was interacting with it, because he didn't want to get caught. This time we're going to see if he can get a punish. This is actually really hard now, as Rob, obviously one of those characters that can just run out of their upbeat as a resource. You can see it just barely when it is low in the center of his spine, that red bar slowly going up almost, I've forgotten his name now, Dead Space style.
Oh God, gone.
Yeah, that Dead Space style, nice conversion. And once again, the up air is going to claim stock. This time, 0.1% healthier than he was the last time he was able to claim a stock with the up air.
Right, yeah, diamonds on deck for Gaia at 0 is the best time to have them, especially with the opponent chilling at 119. Any hit from any aerial could seal the deal, apart from maybe up.
Yeah, I really like that Lu this time made sure to not go for the cross up there. Gaia kind of showed his hand by turning around there. Obviously, you know, getting this far in the bracket, you'd expect him to have the tech skill to be able to get just that turnaround jab, but he was kind of committing to the easier option by turning away, and the back air going to kill off the top once again. We're trying to hold in to make sure he doesn't get taken off the side, but a very strong option when the diamond is in play.
There it is. The burner boosting right up in the blast zone, meaning that Gaia has to approach. Because keep in mind, Gaia is at the percent edgeman right now, so the one that has to approach here is in fact the Steve.
Right, 3 on the clock though, so I don't think we're in any danger of a timeout. Down throw, doesn't actually opt for the back throw there, just going to try and keep it simple, but unfortunately for him, that is a big clank, but he doesn't actually get the punish on it. Gaia having fun with it, but still not able to fully keep it as clean as we've seen in some of the other games.
Oh, big hits with those iron swords.
Oh, that's going to save him off.
Oh my God, the
nice there. I actually like that Lu delayed the mash out there to not just immediately go straight up, just lets him fall, because obviously Gaia's been catching a lot of people spending their resources to try and get back to stage, and instead do a very flexible recovery. Just goes straight over, doesn't commit too hard here. Just going to have to accept that Steve is going to get to rotate his resources.
I don't think that's damaging it. I can't lie to you. I don't think that's doing much to the blocks.
Oh, tries to get the snipe this time.
Oh my God.
There's just so many clanks. And clanking against Diamond feels so scary. He is just going to go high this time and put out a hitbox as he's trying to play things around. Roll in, but he's just able to get out safe. Somehow comes out bad. Air dodge in. But the up smash to anti-air. Lu going to take this one.
There you go. It's 2-1 to Lucretio. One more win in Lucretio's belt, and we're going to be seeing him in grand finals as a run back against Tigerton. Gaia, on the other hand, now has to get 2 wins back to meet Tigerton all the way in grands.
Now the question is, where do you go? We've seen Battlefield come out. Seen TNC from Lu. We've seen him go to the Final Destination version of this stage. We see the music come through. We're definitely going to be ending up on Small Battlefield, but the question is, we're going to be seeing the platforms in play or not. We are on Swan Lesson. Just going to chill things down.
I'm gonna fall asleep. Oh, it's like 8 AM.
Bruh.
You can't play this song.
Behave.
Steve!
All right, default Steve. Alex no longer at play. Lu just 1 round away from running it back in grand finals against Tigerton, sitting on the winner's side.
That it is, and we are coming out the gates with Lucretio trying to find these hits straight away, trying to stop Gaia from mining, because obviously the more Gaia mines, the quicker they get gold and diamond. Even if they haven't seen gold putting in that much work, it's still a very, very scary tool to have.
All right, it's coming away with 38. He's going to come out worse of the trade, and Lu immediately tries trying to set up for a big spike, but there's so many options you have to consider when Steve is recovering. So just committing to one sometimes can be the right option, but you have to guess and just hope that it was the right one.
That you do. We're seeing those throws getting tossed against the wall and re-caught by Lucretio. Not quite sure what the game plan is. Maybe just feeling out the way that the walls work and like what angles he can maybe pull off later. But, oh, I love the stall with the up B in order to time out and then use the net to land with after Gaia has already put himself in end lag.
I really like that Gaia also has as well been making use of these dirt pillars, going for that double touch one. He actually, I think, just SDI'd up and then just drops the anvil on him, because he was definitely clipped by the first hit or two of up air.
Yeah. Oh, the teabag from Lucretio just to put insult to injury.
You know, the tragic thing is, it's usually 3 in a row, so that's like it's like the final boss like go signal, the big red button, like, yo, counter hit me.
Yeah. Oh, the snipe on the TNT as well, going through and hitting Gaia, but
big roll in.
Yeah, big air smash will be taking Lucretio's first stock of the game out of here.
Nearly able to get one back himself with the Beyblade confirming, but once again, we're starting to see Diamond just a little bit slower, not quite able to get the conversion that he usually would get on at those wood ones.
Jumps using Gaia's own dirt block to recover with, and there's that TNT, which is going to take it all the way to that exploding state, and the up air not doing it.
Yeah, but
there you go.
He was almost zoned out by the TNT, and ultimately the one that is going to fall is going to be Gaia. But great from Lu to not like overextend, recognizing that there was the possibility that well, that was a massive tech. Steve is a rivals make the character. Cannot convince me otherwise.
We wouldn't let something like this slip through the cracks. Either way.
I don't know. I've seen some workshop. I've seen this character in workshop.
He's cooler in workshop. He's much cooler. He actually bends. He's not rigid. Either way, Lucretio is going to make it back to that ledge, but Gaia tries to prevent it with, we did see the attempt at a placement of a anvil, but Lucretio still made it back A-OK.
I like the B-reverse burner boost there to try and keep him front side, so that way he didn't have to go for a slow option and contest with fair if he wanted to. Unfortunately, though, his landing there going to get AA'd by the up smash.
And it is. Rides with the up, tries to find something out of it, but can't quite secure the hit yet, as Gaia fumbles around with those up tilts, just waiting for one to connect, because we know that when it does, he can go a mile.
All right, we're going to see.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They're unfazed this time. He's going to roll out. He's going to take 8% for it, but this time he's going to be caught without resources. And I realize that Steve is just the perfect height to just shark under these slightly low platforms with the up tilt and make it a no-go zone, despite being so useful for combo extensions. Once again, we see the robot stuck in the minecart, but he's going to try and fight his way out, tries to get the up smash, but it's not going to connect.
Really surprised the scoop box didn't actually hit there. But hey, none of it did, so I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Once again, we see it come out, and the golden pickaxe is finding so much value. This one looking really, really solid for Gaia, but we've seen both of these two pull massive wins out of the hat at a moment's notice, both so explosive. This could go either way.
I'm very curious as to why Lucretio keeps on bouncing the gyro off the blocks. I don't know if it's a game or something.
Yeah, he's definitely just making sure that he's not... Like, some people will tilt when Steve turtles, but Luke, quite happy to play a little mini game while Steve's doing his own.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, keep himself occupied.
At the end of the day, you're giving Steve resources, but those resources in the hands of a player like Gaia are eventually going to get racked up, and overextending, trying to stop him from getting those resources, is the sort of thing that a Steve player is waiting for. A big mistake there on the Nair landing is going to get him punished by a full F smash. JV2 going into game 5, taking us the full distance.
Going to the latest point we physically could. Yeah, we're going to game 5 of Losers Finals.
All right, Kalos Pokemon League. A battle at the summit, once again going to get picked. Also, we thought, regular trainer battle. Thinking better of it, this is going to be our final game of the set. And we still got one more left to play after this, potentially 2 if the reset comes through. Tigerton going to be left to try and cap off the day in winner's side and come through with a massive win to come away with Wake Up on Trent 3. Game 5 set to play between Earthwind and Gaia and Lucretio.
Exactly. Oh, already seeing those axe combos at 62% on Lucretio. TNT already out and ready to pop.
Right, needs to make sure that he respects it. The last thing he would want is to be clipped just at 80%. Though this start, though, hasn't been great for Luke. Obviously, this is his counter pick, but he's yet to find any value. Oh, the explosion, but he comes out, actually, he's invincible thanks to the tech. So Gaia, the one that comes out worse from that trade, setting off the TNT with the net, actually plays to his favor.
Very, very scary spot for Lucretio to be in, but obviously, never mind. I was going to say, obviously, both players are somewhat within kill range if he can get one very, very slick combo out.
All right, that's going to be a lot of rage that's reset for the Rob as well. Now he has to go things regular kind of honest. F-Smash comes out, and we're starting to see him let him do it as often. Side B finally getting a reflector on the minecart. We'll see if that's going to be a consistent option or whether it's just going to be something that Luke puts away and brings out later in the game. Obviously, there's no more to play after this. The final game of the set. Burner Boost to try and meet him. Down smash comes out. We're going to see the Beyblade pick things up. Triangle jump. But he's not able to get much more. But the Beyblade holds down neutral, my child.
Comes out again, but the walls get put over it, basically invalidating it. Lucretio has to come back to that ledge and then has to try and find his way around that wall, which he does. Waits for the hit from Gaia and then tries to capitalize, but the hit extension's on the block of Gaia all the time in the world to get that shield up. Yeah,
I'm not entirely sure if that was how Lu wanted that interaction to play out, but it definitely looked like maybe as the percent is starting to rise, he's starting to get a little bit antsy. He's at 100.5. The fresh stock here on Gaia, but he's at least managed to draw blood early, managed to avoid the anvil, and we get the B reverse into the laser. This time, though, he catches the air dodge in. Haven't seen it too often from Lu, but had it scouted out. Earthwind and Gaia now on that set point, that match point to finish things off with an upset win here over Lucretio, top seed of the bracket.
Very, very true. That it all comes down to this last stock. Can Lucretio hold on to it and take the game away, or will Gaia pop that final bubble and find himself in grand finals from loser's side?
All right, F smash not going to get punished. Minecart going to spend a little bit of gold. Now we're starting to run out of resources. Spends even more of it, but the landing there goes for the cross up, so it's an easy jab there from Earthwind and Gaia.
It's looking like scary damage on Lucretio so far, 84%. And Gaia has 100% lapped at this point. But that is not going to kill. It's Kalos Pokemon League, baby. That ceiling is way too high for an up smash to take out at this kind of percent.
Just waiting for it, and we are going to see the trade. The Nairs maybe starting to autopilot a little bit. The robot maybe running out of steam, running out of answers to get in. Goes high this time to avoid the down smash. And just going to keep things simple with a disjoint. The projectile doesn't go for a cross-up. Instead, going to retreat.
Charge that smash is a very scary sight indeed, and Lucretio does not fall for it. Goes back to the stage, goes for a back edge, just really wants to take the stop from Gaia, but the anvil's gonna do it. That's the top player, Lucretio, evicted from this tournament in 3rd place. Thank you for coming. It has been amazing having you. That means it's time for Grands.